Imagine this. It's dawn on a massive construction site somewhere in the heart of Texas. The air is crisp, but the ground? Trembling under a beast you've never seen before. Meet the brand new 2026 Cat D75 Bulldozer, Caterpillar's latest powerhouse that's rewriting the rulebook on earth moving. But wait, is it really worth the hype? Or just another flashy toy for big contractors to burn through cash? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the D75 might just be the most important dozer you'll see this decade. And hey, even if you never plan on driving one, who doesn't want to see what a $1.2 million dirt-shoving monster can actually do? All right, let's talk muscle. The Cat D75 is packing a C18 Tier 4 final engine, putting out a staggering 580 horsepower. That's about the same power as 9 Ford F-150s combined. And if that doesn't make your morning coffee shake, its torque rise of 40% means this dozer doesn't just push dirt, it forces it to surrender. Which begs the question, if the D75 entered a tug of war with your neighbor's fancy new pickup, would it even notice it was there? Probably not. Now, Caterpillar didn't stop at brute force. The 2026 model comes with an overhauled Cat-grade 3D system, automatic blade control, and satellite connectivity that lets you map out precise cuts down to a fraction of an inch. Picture this. The operator can literally sip on a latte while the machine does the fine work. Oh, and speaking of operators, Caterpillar's new pressurized cab reduces noise levels by 50% compared to older models, and the suspension seat might just make you forget you're driving a 100,000-pound monster. But there's one feature inside this cab that's actually raising eyebrows, and not all of them are approving. Ready for it? The D75 can be run remotely or even semi-autonomously on pre-programmed paths. Some operators love it. Fewer long shifts on bumpy terrain, more time overseeing multiple machines. But others? They're a bit uneasy about heavy equipment that thinks for itself. Next thing you know, your bulldozer's swiping right on Tinder. Just kidding. Or am I? Let's cut to the wallet. At roughly $1.2 million fully loaded, the D75 is an investment that makes CFOs break out in cold sweats. But here's the kicker. Thanks to the new fuel management system, Caterpillar claims it's up to 12% more fuel efficient than the D6XE. Over 5 years, that's potentially hundreds of thousands saved. Not to mention, projects finish faster so contractors can line up more jobs in a season. In some of the big U.S. infrastructure bids, highways, pipelines, renewable sites, that speed is pure gold. And speaking of gold, there's a hidden feature on this dozer that could mean even more savings, or possibly headaches. Here's where it gets sneaky smart. The D75 includes Caterpillar's new predictive maintenance AI, which monitors over 250 data points in real time, from hydraulic pressure spikes to fuel impurities. It alerts the fleet manager days before something's about to fail. The idea? Less downtime, fewer $50,000 surprise repairs. But some old-school site managers worry it makes them too dependent on Caterpillar's tech ecosystem. If that software glitches, they could be left scrambling. Would you trust a robot to keep your million-dollar machine healthy? Or still swear by Frank in the shop with his wrench and lucky hammer? So, is the 2026 Cat D75 Bulldozer just a shiny new toy, or the future of heavy construction? Given its brute strength, laser precision, operator-friendly comforts, and predictive smarts, it's probably both. But the only way to truly know is to see it in action on your project. Hit that like button if you trust this beast on your site, or drop a comment if you'd rather stick with something a little less terrifyingly smart. And make sure to subscribe, because next week we're digging into the one competitor machine that Caterpillar might actually be afraid of. Trust me, you won't want to miss that. If you'd like, I can also write out a matching voiceover pacing guide or even bullet out suggested B-roll shots to go along with this.